basically my favorite foods. More importantly than Swedish fish, which I'm kind of hesitant to ever announce, we've got actually a StarCraft game.
You know, that sounds like an amazing thing to talk about, so why don't you tell people who are watching?
I could gladly do that. We've got in the top right GoSu.Hwangsin, Red Protoss, going up against Noon, who is a complete unknown, but I suspect is a Smurf for some pro guy, which is almost based on nothing. But still, I would definitely go ahead and guess that. And we're playing on Daybreak, which is actually a really, really, really good map for PvT, so I'm hoping for a long, macro, fun game. Yep. And if you got, yeah, so if you guys are wondering why I'm saying that I think Noon is a Smurf, Noon is a highly ranked 1v1 player, top of the Master League, and there's less than 400 points of achievement points, as well as an avatar that is just like the basic, like I think it's Kaczynski or something, one of those original 5 people.
Kaczynski.
I think it is. I could be completely off base on that one, but the fact that the 1v1s are the only thing that matters, there's no achievement, trying to get achievements, there's no real campaign or anything going on, it really makes it seem that it's not a main encounter or something, and Smurf for just 1v1 sounds like a pro gamer.
That's possible, yeah. I guess that makes a lot of sense. But I guess we'll see how this match progresses on, and we'll be able to tell further whether or not it's a really good person under a Smurf or just someone who doesn't care about those achievements. Which is also very possible.
Oh yeah, anything's possible. But let's just go ahead and take a look at what's going on. It seems like we might have a gasless expansion out of Noon as the money is starting to get creeping towards the 400, and there's no gases being thrown down. Hwangsin is completely uncertain as of yet, as we're just going to right now see the submarine core go down, and now is when we need to look for proxy pylons, a second gas, or just a nexus. So we can't really make some predictions as of yet, but Daybreak's a great map for PvT. It's very wide. You got a lot of spaces you can go ahead and exploit, and there's some choky spots, but not really. And the choky spots that are sort of not really, I say that because they're in between chokes and wide open spaces. So even if a toss can get in there and throw down force fields, it's still not like a guaranteed, oh, now the Terran can't win. Because the Terran still has a lot of maneuverability, as the open spaces are pretty common throughout the map.
So here's a question for you then. Who do you think is more favored on this map out of these two races?
It's pretty even. It probably all boils down to angles of engagement. If Noon can just stay out of those smaller chokes, then there's not going to be any real tactical advantage for Hwangsin. He's going to try and engage on the smaller chokes, like these top ramps up here once you get to the 3, 4, 5 base counts of the game. But there's a lot of area you can drop too. They're little tiny just edges of the bases that you can't really see. For Hwangsin, you've got a pretty good idea of a couple spots where drops can definitely be powerful. Plus the third is far away from the main base, so drops can definitely be very effective. But Hwangsin would have to contend with you would be able to spread out and get a lot of PFs and everything going down. But right now we see actually a little bit of a harassment going down. This mule is going to be completely nullified, and this base can no longer actually mine for a second or two, as these 3 Marines cannot actually engage against the Stalker and the Zealot. So he's going to dance around the bunker and try and use that to give himself some advantage.
Yeah, but definitely the aggression has already paid off because of all the mining time lost.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Hwangsin only lost a single Zealot, but he definitely stopped more than 100 minerals from mining, especially through shutting down the mule for that amount of time.
Okay, so there's a factory going up right now for Noon.
And Hwangsin is playing 100% standard too, by going for the 3 gates in the robo off the 1 gate expand. It's so incredibly standard. And the same exact thing for Noon is going to work on for this factory. And assuming he throws down a reactor and then a starport, he'll be able to get out double medevacs pretty quickly off the 3 racks, and that is so normal. This is a very solid standard and tried and true macro build from both Terran and Protoss.
That SUV's trapped in there. He's gonna die.
Right, there it is. still got some great scouting, and there's no way that this stuff is not being seen. But Hwangsin's going for double forge. I like this a lot. This is a fast double forge too. It's faster than normal Creator Prime double forge, so he can definitely be getting a lot of upgrades. But he's got to be very, very careful now, because he's gonna be vulnerable if Noon ends up starting to do a push with these 5 racks that he'll be having out quite soon. That's a lot of firepower. Before Hwangsin will probably have out a good number of Colossus or Storm Tech or maybe even Charge, depending on when Hwangsin throws down his Twilight Council.
Alright, so we do see that Stim Pack and Combat Shield are both being upgraded at this moment.
Definitely good, and then we're going to first couple medevacs come out in a second. Though Noon doesn't have enough to get that second one out, he will in but a moment. You can see how delayed he delayed the or how much he delayed the refineries as a natural expansion. It's fewer gas than he could have had, and he could definitely use it for something else. He had enough to go for the he's adding on more add-ons, and I don't see any other techs being researched, but he did use the gas for something besides the medevac.
Sure that wasn't like the Stim Pack and the
no, I think it was the add-ons.
Combat Shield?
It was the add-ons for the 4th and 5th racks. The reactor and the tech lab. He even canceled one of the add-ons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we see concussive shells being upgraded too now.
Yep, there it is. So that accounts definitely for the gas not being thrown for the medevacs. But Hwangsin is actually really cutting it thin right now. Is he going to go to 3rd? Okay, no, he's not. I hope not. Hwangsin should not be going over the 3rd right now. That is super greedy, and any kind of assault or a drop that Noon is doing right now could be incredibly effective. But Hwangsin's trying to have his guys at this choke to be able to force field away any attacks. But this is what we call a huge vulnerability. All right, there we go.
I heard a force field go off, but I didn't see it.
It's right there.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a bit lower than I expected.
Alright, so now also over here we see Hwangsin really defending his drops. He's got Stalkers inside his main base and throwing down some more gates with only 1 pylon powering them. And we're going to see that the lack of Stalkers in this army is actually really helping this medevac to escape alive. Alright, and also Noon's running down this Marine to try and get a full scout. He actually may do it. He's going to pick off a probe. He's already got a kill. Alright, there we go. It goes down. This is a new probe or an old probe? I don't know.
I think that's a new probe.
Okay.
Actually, I'm almost positive it's a new probe.
Research complete.
Okay. And Noon is adding in another starport. I don't see any robotics bays on the field as of yet, but he may just be trying to assume that Hwangsin will be going for his next kind of big techie structure. We're going for the Robo Bay. But he's actually looking like he's gearing more towards High Templar. He's got the blink out already. Now he's working on Charge, but now is when he can actually get the 3rd if he wants to. At least as far as his thinking could go, but right now Noon's got a fair
And there are
amount
the
of armor.
Templar archives, as you were talking about the High Templars.
Oh, yep,
If
there.
I can talk today.
Oh, it's all good. So there's the Templar Archive. So we will be seeing High Templar Storm and everything out against Noon's army. And with the amount of Marines in this thing, this could be effective. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio, but Noon does seem to be favoring the Marines slightly in terms of build times, even though it's 2 and 2 being produced at once. And
Noon's getting ready to take his 3rd.
Yeah, we see the command center there, and ooh, Hwangsin, a couple of units just died. Oh, at the watchtower, there we go. It's like 3 Marines lost their lives. And also, Noon has delayed this 3rd quite a bit by killing off that probe. Looks like Hwangsin definitely won. He's already getting his next pylon over here. And there it is. Nexus next. There we go. So Hwangsin's 3rd is actually fairly behind Noon's. Noon's already working on getting out some turrets and everything over here and getting out some refineries. So he's definitely playing defensively. He may be getting a PF actually at this 3rd. Seems like that because there's not an orbital command quite yet, and he's still working around. with his units, but Hwangsin's getting his 3-3 upgrades right now. He's going to make a push most likely with that 3-3. Noon right now is sitting at 1-1 and is working on his 2-2, but Hwangsin shouldn't have a 3-3 over 1-1 lead, or if he does, not for very long. In fact, I don't think it's going to happen at all. Looks like he will have it for a little bit if he chronos out those upgrades. Which means that if he hits the second, literally the second he gets that 3-3, he could literally have a 2-2 lead over Noon for those upgrades. And that would be quite a big deal. Alright.
Kind of waiting to see what he's going to do with this Warp Prism.
He's just using it to transport.
Yeah,
he's just using it to transport them. Literally, he's going to keep it with his army, and just to make sure that the High Templars can't get EMP'd. Oh, we have a double drop into the main base. Oh, Hwangsin. Oh, Hwangsin. There we go. Nice move.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that medevac was full too.
Yeah, but we have actually another, almost a triple drop happening in the bottom right now, where Hwangsin's entire army is.
No, it's not going to work.
Oh no.
Oh.
Noon sees it.
It got scouted, and he's gonna lose this factory here.
Yeah, it looks like Hwangsin actually wants to get this big kill off the probe. Nice move. And now his base is really getting delayed. And we have a storm.
Storm placements.
Oh, feedback. Oh, feedback would have been a much better move there, because they could literally take it down all those medevacs without leaving anything alive. And now Noon's just gonna go ahead and drop directly over here. Hwangsin hasn't even rallied this nexus. And Hwangsin's...
the drop.
Oh, and Hwangsin almost moved out.
It's completely forced all of those probes off of the line there. So it looks like we're going to see an engagement at the natural.
Yeah, over here. And
Charge lots are scary.
Oh yeah, they are really good. And right now, Hwangsin's got his 3-3. The 2-2 did finish, though, for Noon. So he's only down one set of upgrades, but charge lots in these numbers. And with Noon not being maxed out, this is very, very bad. But look at the amount of ghosts. 14 ghosts are with this army. Oh my god, that's a lot of EMPs and snipes. And Zealots can get sniped. They will get sniped so badly, it will hurt a lot. Yeah. But those...
Gotta say, I like these other command centers. Reminds me of Dragon style.
I like it a lot. And not only that, but look at the placement of these guys. They're going to be great in taking and just disrupting the Zealot fire and micro abilities. Alright, but now Hwangsin, the fact that he has these Templar inside... Okay, I guess my point that I'm about to make is now irrelevant because he's unloaded them. But still, there's cloak for these ghosts. Snipe on.
Oh my goodness!
There we go.
Beautiful storm placement. At least the first one.
Yeah, the first one was definitely good. But look at Hwangsin now. He's down. He's down to 2 High Templars.
Do not see the. Are those cloaked? No, I thought they were. Okay.
No, they're not cloaked. They're still running around though. Getting a few EMPs off. And there's a nice storm. And with only 2 medevacs here to heal, it's going to take a little bit for those guys, that army to actually be fully healed. And Hwangsin could definitely engage these guys, by the way. I don't know if he's just scared by the ghosts and everything, but if he just hooked around those zealots, we'd be able to get a nice surround. Especially with that 3 armor. And Hwangsin's about to have his +1 shields, too. Oh, I like this a lot. Double Colossus are inbound, too. So he's transitioning perfectly to deal with Noon, who is getting actually his 4th base up now as well. Hwangsin put down his 2. So the bases are actually pretty close. Oh, except for the fact that Noon is double expanding. Never mind.
Yep, double expanding. Always pro. Yes. Looks like they're both double expanding, actually.
Oh, yeah. Hwangsin's got his base coming up in the middle, too. And, by the way, guys, Rich Vesping Geyser, that's what that middle base is really. Ooh, EMPs over everything! There are snow shields left pretty much on a lot of those things. Wow, Noon is really just trying to just blanket EMP everything. And now he's going to attack it, trying to take out the 3rd base, and he should be able to take down the Nexus without any difficulty whatsoever. As Hwangsin's only just now coming in. He does have 2 Colossus with this group, but Noon is just going to go ahead and just start retreating. Maybe taking out this bottom right base too, if he knows about it. He does know about it. There's a stim. Oh, but Zealot's in charge. We've got High Templar, we've got Colossi, everything's now in here. EMPs are hitting everything, and this is actually really, really bad, as Hwangsin is doing so much damage against Noon. Noon is down to just a few Marauders, and that's not going to go well against the Immortals,
no, it's not.
the Zealots.
The Immortals, Zealots, Stalkers.
Oh, yeah.
That huge army.
Yeah.
Carrying their flags of victory.
And now this Warp Prism.
Oh, that Warp Prism. Oh, that's vicious.
Oh yeah, the 4 Archons still are coming in for this attack, and that's a lot of nice AoE and nice damage boost against those Marauders. And losing all those ghosts for Noon is so not good. Look at the units lost tab. Hwangsin just being so much more cost effective in baiting Noon and doing the damage that it really, really wants to. Now Zell's going up against those SUVs. Now we're seeing the GG get called in. Hwangsin takes a nice game over Noon.